Hello, in this module we will see how to work with R for stratified data analysis. In any trial, when we are having data of different factors and we may think that one group is having more influence of response variable in comparison to other. In that case, we can go for stratified data analysis. For example, we want to find out influence of age on blood pressure. So, blood pressure is a response variable and age is a covariate. When we find out the relation and influencing relations that having higher age, having higher blood pressures, we may conclude that high age groups or older age groups having positively associated with high blood pressures. But in this data set we are having another variable that is called salt intake by the individuals. When we have separated our data set into salt intake or salt not intake, and after that we do make the again statistical inference that those were salt taker, what is the influence of age on their diastolic blood pressures or systolic blood pressures, and again those who are not salt taker, what is the relations of their age on their blood pressure, that is maybe this diastolic blood pressure as well as systolic blood pressures. That statistical inference can be observed that those are having salt taker, among them influence of age was more for blood pressures, and those who are having not salt intake in their food, they are having less strong associations between age with their blood pressures. So, that is an example where we can go for stratified analysis. It is important to be considered each and every variable for possible stratifications, and after that go to adopt the stratified analysis if it having meaningful information over there. One of the limitations of stratified analysis that it reduces the sample size in the data set. Obviously, the statistical inference power goes down when you go for stratified data analysis. Here we are going for R code for stratified data analysis. Learning objectives to be stratified data analysis using R. On systolic blood pressure data, where the blood pressure data is being taken as JAP with function data of BP and use BP and DS with parenthesis shows us this how many variables are here and how many total number of observations are here. It shows that total number of observations equals to 100 and variable are ID, sex, SBP, DBP, salt added or not, and birth date. So, class of these variables like ID is integer described as ID, sex is a factor variable that male and female, systolic blood pressure that is SBP is given as integer, it is a systolic BP, DBP is the integer again, it shows as diastolic BP, and salt added or not as factor as table. Now summary SUMM will show us the what is mean value, median value, standard error, and minimum and maximum value of this object of these variables. So here id having total all these variables having 100 each observations, and it shows that id started from 1 to 100 because there is not any meaning to consider mean, median and standard error for id. 6 also integer factor variable, so there is not any meaning to consider the mean and median value for 6 also. It is quoted as 1 and 2. Systolic blood pressures is observed with mean value 154.34 with median value 148 and minimum value 80 and maximum value 238. Diastolic blood pressures also observed with 98.51 mean value and median value 96. Where salt added or not is given as 1 and 2, and out of 100 individuals only 80 individuals measurements were found and 20 individuals salt intake value was not given. This summary of data.frame of 6 and salt add is showing that out of this data set of 100 individuals, male were 45 and female were 55, and salt added to them only 37 were having salt added in their food, and not salt added was for 37 individual and yes was for 43, and 20 observations were given as not available information. Now age considered as, here we converted into age in days by this function as dot date 2001/3/12 minus birth date, and age as dot numeric of age in days is converted into a years. So thereafter we had considered the sum SBP by salt add, our observation of 37 individuals, mean 137.5 with median 132, standard deviation 29.624 with minimum value for systolic blood pressures is considered as 80 with maximum 201. So for those who are having salt added, for them this minimum systolic blood pressure also observed 80 with maximum 224, having mean systolic blood pressure value 163. So you can see this from this summary table. Those who are having salt intake, their mean systolic blood pressure value was quite low. From this table we can see that those who are having salt intake in their food, they are having high systolic blood pressure in comparison to that those who are not having salt intake. Where summary of salt add is given. So now we try to find out the relations between age and salt intake. So those who are taking salt, what is the group wise difference? So we found out that age wise mean age was not different among those who are salt taker or not. So all age group people having equal salt intaker. So that's why p value is coming 0.64, and that function is obtained by AOV. So AOV, as I have seen earlier, AOV is useful to do the analysis of variance, and it's compare the age wise and salt intake wise comparison. Now we have considered the linear modeling, and this linear modeling we have used this LM to find out the age wise systolic blood pressures difference, and the results shows that there is a significant difference on age with systolic blood pressure. So since age regression coefficients is coming 1.8422 with standard error 0.2997, and t value is coming 6.147 with p value 1.71 multiplied with 10 to the power -8. So its highly significant value is there. Since age is also regression coefficients coming positive, so it can stated that those who are having high age, those are having high systolic blood pressures and significantly high systolic blood pressures. So here 95% confidence interval is calculated, and F statistics is found with 37.78 with 98 degree of freedom. Now we will go to plot the relation between age and systolic blood pressures, and in these functions we will also plot coefficients obtained from LM1 in this plotting. So this is the line, and thereafter we will put the upline of LM1. Let's see the data. So this is the results obtained by putting the systolic blood pressure and age. So y-axis showing the years in age. This is a plot, shows the scatter diagram between age and systolic blood pressures. So y-axis showing the systolic blood pressure and x-axis showing the age in years. So it shows that a positive trend is observed. Those are having high age group, they are having high systolic blood pressures, and this upline, this one line has been obtained and showed that, and that line is obtained by upline of LM1. That upline of LM1 is considered by the linear modeling that we have seen. Next relations, that is to explore the relation between systolic blood pressures with age and salt intake. Salt add as written here. So it's assigned into LM2. So LM SBP with age and salt added with summary LM2 has been given here. So intercept is estimated as 63.12 with standard error 15.76, p value 4.005 with probability. Here again we try to find out the relation with age and salt added on systolic blood pressures. Combined effect of age and salt intake taught on systolic blood pressure is observed. So as the intercept we found that estimate with 63.12 and standard error 15.76 with t value 4.005 and p value 0.000142. But here we should not consider the p value for intercept. We will concentrate on the p value for age, and p value for age is coming as highly significant with 3.81 with 10 to the power minus 6, whereas age estimate is coming positive as 1.55 with standard error 0.31 and t value 4.979. So it shows that as age increases, systolic blood pressure increases significantly, and salt intake has given as salt add with yes or no. So no was categorized as 0 and 1, or yes is categorized as 1. So salt add yes also having positive correlations with these systolic blood pressures, and for that estimate is coming positive with 22.99. So salt intakes yes, add yes is having positively significant associations on systolic blood pressures, and it also shows significantly influencing on systolic blood pressure. So both factors considered here in this linear model, age and salt add, both are having positive influence on systolic blood pressure. Numerically both factors value increasing, systolic blood pressures increasing. So now we are going for another plotting. In this plotting we try to find out age, systolic blood pressures like earlier slide, but in addition to that we also trying to put points of age who are having salt add stated as no and colored as a blue, and point those who are having salt add as yes and wanted to point in them as a red. So in earlier slide we couldn't find out who are taking salt and who are not taking salt, only the relation between age in years and systolic blood pressures is considered. But here the same function we are using, but in addition to that we are also applying the plotting for salt added or not, and salt added is colored by blue and salt not added colored by red here, and also we are putting the coefficient of LM2 in this plot. So let's see the plots here. So this is the example. Obtain the relation between systolic blood pressures by age is obtained, but differentiate with color, salt added and salt not added. Same x-axis showing the years of these individuals in age, and y-axis showing these systolic blood pressures. But red color, since in the earlier slide we had mentioned the red colors for those who are taking salt and blue color for those who are not taking salt. So same thing, the red color diamond, red color point shows that those who are taking salt, and blue color showing those are not taking salt. So it can be visually, it can be confirmed that those who are having salt intake, they are having higher side systolic blood pressures in comparison to that those who are not taking salt. Now the graphs obtained from the earlier code is here. It given two lines, one is red color for those who are having salt added, and blue colored lines, blind lines for those who are not taking salt add. So salt add for those who are having no, and salt add those who are having yes, that is going as red colors. And it can easily state that yeah, definitely this, as age increases, systolic blood pressure also increases, but there is a higher difference in this blood pressure increase. Those who are having salt add, they are having higher chance of inclining their systolic blood pressure with inclining their age, in comparison to those who are having systolic blood pressure but not taking salt. They are also having positive trend with inclining the age, but it was quite less in comparison to salt added peoples. So it can be easily conclude that systolic blood pressures positively influencing the system, influenced by. So it can be finally comment that salt add positively influencing the systolic blood pressures, and age also inclining the systolic blood pressure as it increases. So separately this analysis is need to be conducted, because when we are having two factors, then it is very important to find out in which directions these two factors are influencing the response variable. Here we have seen one example on systolic blood pressure with age and salt add, and initially we had conducted the study with graphical exposure. We found that as age increases, then systolic blood pressure increases, but when after that, when we consider that salt added as another variable in addition to age, we also found that as salt added, yes, the systolic blood pressure increases. So thereafter it was attempt to consider the stratified analysis, that is the importance to be considered the stratified analysis. Thereafter we separated the whole data set into two part, one part as a salt added yes, another part as salt added no, and for those having salt added yes, for them we also find out the relation between age and systolic blood pressures. Those are having salt added no, for them we also find out the relation with systolic blood pressure with age. In both cases we found that age is having influencing on high systolic blood pressures, but trend was quite low in one group that is having salt at no in comparison to another group that was having salt at yes. So this is an example where we can use this stratified analysis. In other case also, where we found that 2 to 3 factors combinedly contributing to the response of interest, then separate stratified analysis is required to perform to reduce the influence of one factor on others. Here in this module we have seen how to work with stratified data analysis using R. We have considered one real life example. Initially we had considered the data exploration technique, and thereafter statistical inference about stratified data analysis has been considered here. I hope you enjoyed these sessions, and it will help you to put some lights on how to work with stratified data analysis.